TMZ.com, an off-duty cop in Harlem was shot and killed by another cop who allegedly mistook the victim for a gun-wielding man. Today, 25-year-old Omar Edwards was chasing a man who was breaking into his car and pulled out a gun to scare the man away. 3 police officers pulled up on Edwards' car and saw that his gun was drawn. Police have yet to find out that Edwards told the other police officers that he either was a cop and then they shot him, or did they shoot him before Edwards could let them know that he was a cop. The alleged shooter was Andrew Dunstan, a 4-year veteran from Long Island. Mayor Michael Bloomberg called the shooting a tragedy and has a big loss for the NYPD. Omar Edwards, the father of 2 and recently married. Some people in the community might see this as a stereotype and racist murder because the shooter was white and the victim was black. We don't really know what happened in the officer, but we didn't take him out to see what was going on. This is almost the same thing that happened to Oscar Grant, except Oscar got killed by a BART policeman. This should be considered a racist murder, even if it's not, because how this is continuing to happen in the United States. Andrew Dunstan should take responsibility of what happened.
According to San Francisco Chronicle's website, sfgate.com, the state Supreme Court ruled last month that a private religious school could expel students that were believed lesbian or gay. In September 2005, 2 girls from Lutheran High School in Wildomore, Riverside County, Southern California, were questioned about their sexuality by a school official. They were eventually expelled because the official believed that they were lesbian. Gregory Bork, the principal, called the 2 girls, whose names haven't been released, into his office in 2005 after hearing their postings on their MySpace accounts. After an intense session of interrogation and questioning, Bork decided to suspend the girls until further notice. The girls, who were juniors at the time of their expulsion, have since graduated at different high schools. Over the last few years, the girls' parents and their lawyer have fought the court, suing the school under the Unruh Act, which is a state law established in 1959 forbidding discrimination by business. The act only applies to public schools. The court has ruled that the school is not in fact a business, but instead a social organization. Private schools have argued that they are their own operating business, and it is in fact the student's choice to attend the school, unlike in public schools where people attend no matter their race, religion, class, or gender. The question is, do private schools, religious or not, have the right to discriminate, suspend, or expel people based on their sexuality? It is now stated that the Lutheran Religious High School isn't covered by California civil rights laws and could expel students if they had a reason to believe they were lesbian or gay. The case has just come recently into the picture because of the media shedding light on the Prop 8 issue. Looking at the bigger picture, the girls and their families are fighting a battle not only to get either themselves back into the school or to prevent other gays and lesbians at Lutheran from being expelled, but they are going up against a fight that is changing private schools all across the nation, as well as gays and lesbians' rights. For the expelled girls, their number one goal is to let people know that being denied an education based on their orientation is wrong, and they want to prevent that from happening to any other student.
According to the San Francisco Chronicle, researchers in Kawasaki, Japan have created the first genetic modification in a pair of monkeys that can be successfully passed on to their offspring. These monkeys, designed to help researchers discover cures for human diseases, glow green under fluorescent lighting. This spooky ability will allow the scientists to test a technique they hope to use to create monkeys with Parkinson's, Huntington's, and other human diseases in order to test treatments on them. Erika Sasaki and her colleagues, the researchers from the Central Institute for Experimental Animals, modified a type of virus called a lentivirus to carry the green fluorescent protein gene found in deep-sea jellyfish to the genetic material of 80 marmoset embryos, a type of monkey found in South Africa. But the biggest breakthrough happened when the sperm from one of the males and the eggs from one of the females who had the gene produced 5 offspring, 4 of which glowed. These monkeys have raised much controversy since their birth on Wednesday. The discovery is praised by medical researchers as an important milestone in disease prevention and cures, but animal rights activists condemn this discovery, saying it could lead to the creation of colonies of monkeys conceived to suffer an array of illnesses and dangerous medical experiments. It has raised an array of complex ethical questions. Because this is the first time a species so close to humans has been genetically modified in this way, some people are worried that it will not be long before people will be able to be infused with desirable genetic traits. This is a great medical achievement, and it will make testing disease treatments much easier and more expedient process. New treatments will be able to be approved more quickly because they are being tested on animals much more closely related to humans than mice. But there are many ethical issues associated with infecting animals and performing dangerous experiments on them. Many people have spoken out against this, calling it the first step towards cruel and unnecessary animal abuse. Both sides have valid arguments, and we will have to choose between animal ethics and curing deadly diseases.